Welcome back to Level 6 Math. I'm Mr. C with your Saxon Math lesson number 45. Now this is a lesson I have been waiting for so long, for 44 lessons. We're finally here. We're going to talk about dividing a decimal number by a whole number. I can't wait to line up decimal points with you. Alright, so when we divide a decimal number by a whole number, it's just like dividing dollars and cents, right? 225 divided by 5 equals 45 cents. We don't always have to put that on. We're just going to write the numbers. Now notice that the decimal point in the quotient is directly above the decimal point in the dividend. That is the key to this lesson, is lining up decimal points. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Otherwise, we're just doing normal division today, but we're lining up our decimal points. So let's try it. 3 divided by 4.2. That's the same thing as just dividing 3 by 4.2, but we're lining up our decimal points. So we take it. We go 3 goes into 4 one time. So 1 times 3 is 3. We subtract the 3 and get 1. We drop our 2. 3 goes into 12 4 times. 3 times 4 is 12. So there's no remainder. Then we find that decimal point that's right there. We just go straight up and put a decimal point there, and then we have our answer. So it's just like a normal problem. We're just lining up our decimal points. Let's do it again with 3 divided by 0.24. So here we go, 3 goes into 0 times. Then we go 3 goes into 2 0 times. 3 goes into 24 8 times. Now see how we're lining that 8 up on the 24. Because 3 can't go into 0, 3 can't go into 2. So we're putting zeros there just to hold the place. Then 3 times 8 is 24. We line up that 24, subtract. We don't have a remainder on this one, so we're done because there's no other numbers. So then we have 0, 0, 8. We find that decimal point. We go straight up with it, line it up, and we have 0.08 is our answer. Easy peasy, nice and cheesy. Decimal division answers are not written with remainders. Instead, we attach zeros to the end of the dividend, and we keep dividing. Now this is what I've been wanting to do all year long. Instead of saying remainder 2, or when we did it with fractions, remainder 2 over 3, or whatever. Now we get to find the exact answer. We don't have a remainder anymore. We're going to give you the exact number. That's what decimals do for us, which is why in the real world, we never use remainders. We don't say remainder 2 when we're doing a math problem in the real world. When I'm calculating how much change I get or how much interest I'm paying, I never say remainder 4 or remainder 1/2. I always do it in decimals. So now we finally get to learn how to do that. So we're going to divide 5 into 0.06. Now 5 can't go into 0, so we put a 0 there first. Then 5 goes into 6 one time. So 1 times 5 is 5. 6 minus 5 is 1. But look, there's nothing left. There's no other numbers. So then we just add a 0. Because remember, we did this a few lessons ago. You can add as many zeros as you want. It doesn't change the value of the number. So this can be 0.60000, as many zeros as you need. So as we do our math, we get to this point where we get 6, 0, and then we add that extra 0, because then 5 can't go into 1, but it can go into 10. So then we do 5 goes into 10 2 times, we get 10, and now we have no remainder, there's nothing left, so then we know our number's done. We have that decimal lined up, we go straight up with it, and we get 0.12 for the answer. Now, often, it's going to keep going on and on and on. Maybe you'll have a repeating decimal or something. And so we'll tell you like how many decimal points you need to take it out. Sometimes it'll resolve itself within 2 or 3 decimal places, like it did here. This is the answer, it's done. But sometimes we'll keep getting a remainder, and so we'll tell you when to stop on those ones. All right, that's the lesson. Here's your practice set. You can get going on the homework problems. This one's going to take some practice, but this is going to make your life so much better, because this is what we do in the real world, is we line up our decimals and we find the actual answer, not just a remainder. So it's really great. All right, good luck.